My name is Jeri-Lee, and today I would like to have a frank conversation with you about money. You see, money affects all of our life because that's the energy that we use to exchange for goods and services. So, money is very relevant, and oftentimes we have a very negative relationship with money because it has caused a lot of stress in our lives as parents and also maybe perhaps when you were growing up. And it takes so much of our energy, this negative space, when we don't have enough of money. So how do we turn this around? How do we look at our life and not be so attached and not be so defined by what is on our bank accounts? And this is something I wanted to explore in this little video today, because our relationship with money comes from our childhood beliefs and what we heard and what we felt and what we saw in our childhood. And it helps to go back and see the languages that we grew up with. Like, money doesn't grow on trees, or we can't afford that. And so these are the very sayings that we have in our head that has now gone into our subconscious. And really, we can change our reality, what we have coming to us, by changing our attitude and changing our thought processes. So I'd invite you to observe the language that you use with your friends when you're telling them a story about money or about finances, and just see what words come up. And then I would encourage you to shift that. So, for example, saying something like, "Oh, I can't afford I can't afford to buy shoes for my girls this month." Change that to something, "I'm looking forward to more money coming in next month and I'll be able to buy the shoes for my daughters." And it just reframes your reality. It hasn't happened yet, but it's a possibility. And when you allow that possibility, miracles and new energy starts to be attracted in your life. And there's just so many different ways we can start to have a better relationship with money. For example, looking at being grateful for when you're handing over money, because you have it. It might not be enough right now, but you have it. And you have a roof over your head, and you have food on the table. And so we have to strip it back to the basics, and we have to be grateful, I want to be grateful for those things. Because when I'm focused on more of the good stuff, then more of the good stuff comes. You could also visualize something in the future that allows you the opportunity to receive more money unexpectedly. You don't need to know how, you don't need to know from whom, but it's just this feeling, this anticipation. Yes, I'm going to receive money. And you're shifting that emotion. You can already feel that is joyful and lovely inside, rather than this, "Oh, how am I going to pay for this next bill?" So those are just some of the little tips that I would encourage you to have a look at, to really focus on money in a positive way rather than how we're used to, which is often quite stressful. Please, if you are a single mom, come join my Facebook group. Click on the link below and I will accept your request. Thank you.